Assalamu alaikum, respected listeners. Today with me is the CEO of Gateway Study Links, Sir Mubarak Ali Khan, and it's my pleasure to have him at PWD branch. So I would like to thank Sir Mubarak Ali for visiting us, and I have a few questions about study in UK that were asked by some of the people over here.
That's so generous of you, Zuhaib Saab, for having me here. And of course, it's just like a second home, and I'll keep visiting here and we'll keep making videos for you. Yes, Zuhaib Saab, what do you
Sir,
have
first of
to
all,
ask?
I would like to ask the question that what is the IELTS requirement for a student to study in UK?
Okay, so it's a very general but very valid question at the same time. If you're applying for UG program, which is undergrad program, you should acquire at least 5.5 each. Overall, it should be 6. But if you are trying to go for PG program, which is postgrad program, so you technically have to get 6.5 and 6 each. And I would prefer, if you're going for undergrad program or you're going for foundation program, you must take UKVI academic IELTS. So you should not go for non-UKVI.
Okay, sir. My second question is that how much budget is required for a student to study at UK?
As far as UK is concerned, I would like to give an answer in the pound. So if you are somebody in India or maybe in Pakistan or maybe in Bangladesh or maybe Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, wherever, so you can calculate according to your currency. Generally speaking, initial deposit ranges between 4,000 to 7,000. Okay, and then you should have insurance health surcharge, which is IHS. If you're going for undergrad program, so it would be complete 3 years insurance. And if you're going for postgrad program, so it would be 1 year insurance. So that is how it is. Overall, it would cost you at least £10,000, Great Britain pounds. And you can better do the basic maths and conversion, which would be the cost. If I talk about Pakistan, so it would be at least 35 to 38 lakh in general total budget to move to UK for studies, including initial deposit. Talking about your other parts, for example, your insurance, your medical, your biometric, your embassy fee, and also it would cost you this much.
Okay, sir. One of the most asked question is that if a student is allowed to work at UK with their study.
Let's keep working at the same time. Actually, as far as UK is concerned, they allow you 20 hours work. And what does 20-hour work means? That means that you have in 1 week 20 hours to do what sort of job you want to do. For example, you cannot avail any proper regular job. Of course, you have less time during your studies. But after your studies, you can go for post-study work, which is PSW, and then you would have a complete tenure of 2 years to do the work and all. So I guess, yeah, students, they do have 20 hours to work. And if they are somebody who are IT professionals who are doing online things, they would be even getting more benefit out of it, since generally it's not that measurable that how many hours have they worked.
Okay, sir. What is your competitive advantage that if a student applies through GSL to move to for study abroad to UK or any other country?
You see, as far as we are concerned, we are in the market since 2016. We have sent numerous students in UK, USA, Canada, Australia. So one thing is the PR. We have our direct universities at our panel, so we can get them off their offer in 24 to 48 hours, which would be just they make their mind today for September intake, which is 2024 September around the corner, and they can get their offer in 2 days. That's number one. Number two, they can be accommodated over there also. You see, generally what people do, they just send them and then they let them be at their own mercy. This is not the case with GSL. We have multiple students, plethora of students who are there. They would be able to take them for their, let's say, accommodation, for their conveyance perhaps. In fact, I know people who give the free pick and drop service from the airport also. And then they help them getting good jobs too. Since they are settled over there, they have their stores over there. So they prefer the students who are coming from GSL, and then they help them with that. And then besides that, it's complete eyes to flights 360 angle. For example, people have major problem in getting IELTS done. So we are primarily IELTS Academy. As I mentioned that I'm serving at NAML since a decade almost, and then for us it's not a problem getting somebody, let's sit down, getting somebody the required score. So I don't think it would be an issue for GSL to support. And of course, with the tag GSL, the university representatives, they also give us updated news, if there's some scholarship going on, if there's anything onshore they can help us with, so they do that also.
Okay, sir. My last question is, what is the visa success ratio at UK as
See,
compared to other countries like Australia, Canada, US?
Uh, if I compare, so it's 100% in Pakistan so far. Australia is not very good in Pakistan these days, but yeah, they're opening again. So as USA, they are better, but not that good. But UK, I would say it's very open for students. They are kind enough having Pakistanis around. They're very good with Afghan students also. So they're very good. I would say if somebody has no fraudulent document, if somebody has no unjustifiable gap, so they have maximum chances of moving to UK.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for
Thank
information about study at UK. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Before we conclude, I would like to give a complete sketch that how actually student goes out. For example, they entered our GSL PWD. They get themselves registered. So we would be starting their language preparation, perhaps IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, whichever is required. That's number one. And then we would, at the same time, we would get them an offer letter, which is a conditional one. Once they get a conditional offer, after that they have to move for the second one, which is unconditional offer. Before unconditional offer, they have to provide some documents, perhaps maybe their transcript is missing, their degree is missing, their IS is missing, or their initial deposit is required. So they do it that way. Then it comes to unconditional. After unconditional, they have to provide their bank statement. They would have to provide their TB test, which is the medical part, and then they can get their CAS, which is confirmation of acceptance, which is the embassy document. After getting the CAS, they can move further for the embassy appointments and visa filing, and over here we would support them also on that too, right? That is how they get their visa filing done, and then within 10 to 15 days they get their of course sticker on the passport, and then they fly. That's how they do it.
And sir, other than that, in which countries you are dealing?
Right. We do help people in UK, USA, Canada, Australia, mainstreams, also in Malaysia. Many students are going to Malaysia these days, and Dubai and France. That's our major. That's how we, in these countries, we deal with the students.
Okay, sir. Thank
Right,
you
sir?
so much for
Pleasure is
such a
all mine.
useful
Thank you very much.
information.
If you're looking and watching this video, we are based in I8, PWD, and Peshawar. The numbers would be at your screen. If you have any query, please reach us. Thank you very much for your time. God bless you. Meanwhile, you have seen our PWD branch. Bye bye.